I'm done being the nice person. When did kindness start to feel like weakness? The truth is, there's power in standing up for yourself. How much more can I give before I run out? I've been the nice person for too long, but now it's time to protect my own peace. There's a moment when kindness stops being a gift and starts feeling like a trap. Today, I'm done being the nice person and I'm taking back control. What happens when being the nice person isn't enough anymore? What happens when you're tired of pleasing everyone except yourself? I've been walking around with a smile, but inside it's been a storm brewing. You can only pretend to be the nice person for so long before the truth comes out. I've given, I've sacrificed, I've bent over backward, but now I'm done being the nice person. It's time to change the narrative. You think being nice is what people want, but what happens when you've been nice for too long and forgotten who you really are? The nice person is tired. They've been hurt, trampled, and ignored, all in the name of trying to keep the peace. Now it's time for a change. Have you ever felt invisible despite all your kindness? That's where I am right now, and I'm done with it. For years, I thought being the nice person was the way to go. But now I'm questioning everything I believed about myself. I used to think being nice would make me loved, but now I realize it's just left me exhausted and empty inside. The nice person is always expected to forgive, to understand, to put everyone else first. But I'm done with that. It's time to set boundaries. You can only take so much before you snap. Today, I'm letting go of the nice person role, and I'm ready to embrace my truth. What happens when the nice person stops being nice? Will the world collapse, or will they finally start living for themselves? The world tells you to be nice, but when you're always the one giving, who's there to give back? I've had enough of the silence. The truth is, I've been the nice person because I was afraid. But I'm done being afraid. It's time for me to take control of my own story. Being the nice person might have been my shield, but it's also kept me from stepping into who I really am. No more hiding. I thought being nice would bring happiness, but all it's brought is resentment. I'm done playing that role, and I'm finally ready to be real. For so long, I thought being nice meant I'd be loved. Now I realize it's time to stop being nice and start being true to myself. If I've learned one thing, it's that being the nice person isn't the same as being the strong person. And today, I'm choosing strength. It's hard to let go of the nice person persona, but sometimes you have to lose yourself to find the person you're meant to be. What does it really mean to be the nice person? Is it about pleasing others, or is it about pleasing yourself for once? You're taught to be kind, but what if that kindness starts to hurt you? That's the place I'm in right now, and I'm ready to break free. I used to believe that being the nice person would make me happy. Now I know happiness starts when you stop being afraid to stand up for yourself. Being nice was my defense mechanism, but I'm realizing the only thing it's protecting me from is the life I really want to live. At some point, being the nice person becomes a mask. A mask I've worn for too long. Now it's time to let it fall. How much longer can you be the nice person before you lose yourself? I've reached my limit, and it's time to embrace who I really am. They always tell you, be nice, but no one warns you how exhausting it gets. Well, I'm done with that exhaustion. It feels like the more I gave, the less I received in return. And now I'm wondering, is it really worth it to be the nice person? The world may expect me to be nice, but I've learned that I have to be real. No more pretending, no more sacrifice. Being the nice person is a role that feels like a prison. It's time to tear down the walls and be free. Have you ever felt like you were invisible because you were too nice? I'm done feeling that way. I'm reclaiming my voice. You can't pour from an empty cup, and that's exactly what being the nice person does. Now it's time to fill my own cup. I've been told that being nice means being selfless, but the truth is, being nice only works if you're not losing yourself in the process. They say nice people finish last, and I've finally realized I don't want to be last anymore. It's time to put myself first. How do you stop being the nice person? Maybe you just stop being afraid of what will happen when you finally say, enough is enough. I was the nice person, always playing by the rules. But now I've broken free, and it feels like I'm finally alive. The nice person gets walked all over until they stand up for themselves. I'm standing now. The nice person always feels like they're giving, but what happens when they finally decide to take? They told me being the nice person would make me happy, but now I see that it's not kindness that makes me strong. It's courage. I used to believe that being the nice person would bring peace, but now I realize peace comes from within, not from pleasing others. I'm tired of being the nice person who everyone takes advantage of. It's time to take back my power and my life. Being the nice person is exhausting when no one else sees the price you pay. But now I'm putting down that burden once and for all. The moment I stopped being the nice person, I started feeling free. No more living for others. I'm finally living for myself. I've learned that sometimes being kind to others means being hard on yourself. I'm done with that now. I spent so long being the nice person, trying to please everyone. But now I see it's time to live for me. You can only be the nice person for so long before you lose yourself. I'm not willing to lose me anymore. They told me being the nice person would make life easier, but in reality, it just made everything harder. I'm done with that. You think being the nice person will make you loved, but sometimes it's just a way for others to take advantage of you. I'm no longer okay with that. Being the nice person isn't about being good, it's about being real. And today, I choose to be real. Being the nice person is exhausting. It's time for me to rest, to heal, and to rediscover who I am without the weight of others' expectations. When you're always the nice person, you forget how to say no. Well, today I'm learning how to say no and mean it. I've spent my whole life trying to make others happy, but now I realize happiness is something I need to give myself first. I thought being the nice person would make me valuable, but now I see that my worth comes from within, not from how others see me. The nice person might be loved by others, but rarely loved by themselves. I'm learning how to love myself for the first time. Being the nice person means giving everything you have, but it's never enough. So now I'm learning to keep some of that for myself. There comes a time when the nice person has to say, enough. Today, I'm saying enough, and it's the most freeing thing I've ever done. I've spent years trying to make everyone else comfortable, but now I'm focusing on making myself comfortable, and that's where the change begins. Sometimes being the nice person means you lose your voice. Today, I'm finding mine again, and I'm not afraid to speak up. I thought kindness would make people see me, but all it's done is made me invisible. Today, I'm stepping out of the shadows and into the light. Being the nice person means you always put others first. But what happens when you start putting yourself first? Let's find out. When you're always the nice person, you start to wonder if anyone sees you. Today, I'm stepping into the light, and I won't look back. The truth is, being the nice person can leave you drained. But now, I'm learning to fill my own cup and let others learn to do the same. I used to think that being nice was a strength. Now I see it's time to turn that strength into power, power for myself. There's a moment when kindness isn't enough anymore. Today, I'm claiming my space, and I'm no longer afraid to take up room. The nice person always thinks of others, but what if the most important person to think about is themselves? The nice person tries to avoid conflict, but sometimes Conflict is exactly what you need to find your true self. You spend so much time trying to be what everyone needs that you forget who you are. It's time to rediscover myself. And I've spent too much time worrying about making others happy. Now, it's time to finally focus on making me happy. When you're always the nice person, it feels like everyone takes and no one gives. Well, today, I'm changing that dynamic. Being the nice person doesn't always mean people appreciate you. Sometimes it just means they expect you to keep giving without end. Kindness is a virtue, but what happens when you've given everything and still feel empty inside? It's time for a shift. When you stop being the nice person, you stop letting others walk all over you. You stop saying yes when you really mean no. Being the nice person for everyone else has made me lose sight of what I really need. But today, I'm reclaiming my life. I used to be the nice person who always put others first. But now I'm the person who's finally putting myself first. I always thought that being the nice person would make me happy. But now I see happiness starts when you stop pleasing others